I'm Dani Gurry, and you've tuned in to Good Morning Frederick. It's a podcast, about Frederick. Everything, the people, the businesses, the nonprofits, and the cool stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Good Morning Frederick. Good morning, Frederick. Today is Wednesday, July 3rd. I'm your host, Dani Gurry. New advertiser alert. I want to thank Habitat for Humanity for using Good Morning Frederick to promote the Blue Crabs and Blueprints event on August 24th. I'm looking forward to being the MC for that event. It'll be the first time that I've attended, so can't wait for that. And Ori Custom Florals joins Good Morning Frederick starting on Wednesday. So thank you to both of them for trusting me to get the word out about your businesses and your events. Both Good Morning Frederick and Everything Frederick and More are all about giving back to local organizations. And right now we are supporting two. Souls of Love collects new shoes for kids in Frederick County. And I want to thank Ken's Transmissions and Positive Technology for donating $500 each toward the goal, for me, of 200 pairs of new shoes. Now, we're going to be at Everything Frederick and More tonight, or the Home of Everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street. Invite you to come join us for cocktails and conversations from 5 to 7. Shannon is putting on a lovely spread with Pat Gio from Cugino Forno Pizza. Last time it was delicious. And, we got some adult beverages and some live music as well. So it's a great time to just come out, be social, hang out, maybe meet some new people, mingle, have some pizza, maybe pick up some Good Morning Frederick swag. We've got those new travel mugs. Love for you to get one of them. And if you come tonight to the event and you pick up some Good Morning Frederick swag, I will give you a discount. I'm thinking maybe 20%. 20% off your total purchase from Good Morning Frederick tonight if you're at the event. But I'm going to count up my shoes and I'm going to let you know where we are on Friday, because I only have until July 21st, I think, I want to get them all in. And then we're also collecting school supplies for Stuff the Bus for United Way. I want to thank Helping Hands and Caring Hearts. Jennifer and Brian Zimmer dropped off a ton of things yesterday for us. Thank you so much. And we really appreciate the support there. And if you've got some new school supplies that you've picked up, maybe some extra stuff, please drop it off at 401 North Market Street. Thursdays to Sundays, or again, we're there this evening, 5 to 7. On today's show, Nicole Rolls takes me on a tour of the new Habitat for Humanity project happening in downtown Frederick, and I chat with Robin from Hidden Hills Farm and Vineyard and find out some exciting news about a new product they recently released. Chris Michaels and Bob Miller join me from WFMD's Morning News Express for your local news, weather, and sports. Plus, as always, I've got giveaways and all the events for this weekend, as well as Independence Day and early next week. How about we get this Wednesday going? I know we're running a little early today, but I've got some good stuff coming during the show, and I want to make sure we have enough time for that. So we'll get started, and let's see how we go. Thank you to We Help You Move for sponsoring Good Morning Frederick. Without sponsors like We Help You Move, we couldn't keep doing this for very long, for sure. Whether you're moving across the street or around the country, Nicholas and his team of moving experts can make the whole thing easy. veteran-owned and a supporter of the Frederick community. We Help You Move can help you again. Big jobs or little jobs, doesn't have to be a huge house move. I've had friends who he helped move furniture up to their apartment on the 3rd floor when the delivery came. They've moved me in and out of storage units and into our new home as well. They do a great job, and they take great pride in the work that they do. And Nicholas has been moving people since the late 80s, and he still carries a box and packs a truck like no one I've ever seen. WeHelpYouMove.com. All right, let's find out what's happening locally with news, weather, and sports. Bob Miller and Chris Michaels are going to join me from WFMD's Morning News Express. Well, happy Wednesday that feels kind of like a Friday. I'm not really sure what's going to happen this week, but how you guys doing?
I'm doing great.
Oh, awesome. That's great.
What a good-looking pair we make, Bob, you and me together. I was looking at our pictures together. We make a really good-looking pair. You know that? I'm just saying.
Sure.
I'm not sure. You know how they have those AI things that'll morph the two of you? I'd love to see that concoction.
The latest one I've seen is like on TikTok to turn you into a Lego.
Oh, nice. Nice. I might have to try that.
Yeah, I might have to do that too. Try and put me in as a Lego. That'd be cool.
At least Legos are popular.
Yes.
Unlike me and Bob, unfortunately.
Oh, boy. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Dani, real quickly before we get to news, and I know you got some cool stuff on your show today, but we would love your opinion because this was a big discussion Bob and I had on the Morning News Express on Free Talk 930 WFMD. The growth in Frederick County is amazing. I mean, we're growing left and right, and we had a lot of texters and callers who are anti-growth, and I shouldn't say anti-growth, but they're upset with the lack of schools and traffic lights and stuff like that. What's your opinion on the growth of Frederick and how we're doing?
I mean, this is a tough one. I've talked to Hugh Gordon at FCAR, the Frederick County Association of Realtors, I think it is, but about affordable housing and the growth here in Frederick. And, I think there are pluses and minuses to both sides because I love meeting new people, getting new ideas, new businesses, new perspectives. I think that keeps Frederick fresh and young and vibrant. I do wish that we would not be so reactive to the growth. So we build all these houses, apartment complexes and things, and then wait 20 years to upgrade the roads and the schools and all of that. So
absolutely.
That I guess is the problem that most of us are feeling because I grew up in Frederick. I moved away for a long time and came back, and it's just
then you're not allowed to come back. I'm sorry, Dani.
Yeah, see,
I'm sorry.
You're with me now, Dani.
Not allowed to come back.
Well, yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
an original.
I infiltrated back again, but it really is. I think the big frustration, I feel it from people. The traffic is just insane, and it's like there's no reason for it. I don't know why people cannot drive 55 up the hill past 7th Street. Every day it backs all the way to Patrick Street, and it's because of the stupid hill. Once you get up over that hill, it's fine.
I think that's a phenomenon everywhere. People who just, when they get to a hill, they put on their brakes. I'm like, why? I believe that people, well, how should I put this? Are morons. I'm sorry, I didn't say that. They just don't know how to drive, and I believe that there's a lot of people who maybe, well, look, I used to play a game, and I can't tell you the whole game, but we used to play a game when we'd pass people, they're weaving or whatever, on their phone, or they're Biden's age or they're from a different country. I can't how we would say it, but yes. And we would drive by people. Now you got to add stoned in that mix of it because everybody's smoking cannabis, and you now know they're just they think they're doing 85 and they're doing 35, and so yes, there's a problem with people on the road.
The cannabis thing, I do hope they crack down. Sometimes it's so potent, I can smell it in my car from the vent from outside. I mean, how crazy is it coming from one car on a highway into another car?
And I live in a townhouse.
Cheech and Chong on the road.
I live in a townhouse, and believe me, I tell you, if my neighbor's smoking it, we're smoking it too.
I know. Even in our neighborhood, it's really nuts.
But traffic, yes, is a mess out there, and I think a lot of people don't know what to do and how to drive in it. And I don't believe that anybody who's in the government has been able to fix these situations. I mean, I've been on the radio for almost 30 years now, talking about how bad the roads are, especially coming up the Big Ugly, up 270. You hit the Frederick County line, and you go from 4 to 2. What's up with that? Why don't we get any money to fix that?
Why hasn't anyone fixed that, Bob? Do you know? What do people say when you ask them? Because everybody runs on that. We're going to widen 270. What is it? Is it money? I mean, obviously, I'm assuming it's money.
It doesn't go past Montgomery County. And somebody mentioned it earlier that we don't have the pull, and nothing against our people who are in Annapolis, but we're just not that important in Annapolis. We don't make that big of a deal. Now, I think it's starting to change because so many people are moving up that people who are movers and shakers in whatever party controls Annapolis, they may be able to start to get some funds. It has to happen sooner than later. But then you're talking about eminent domain, being able to, and then people dealing with the traffic and building a road in Frederick County. You only get a good 7 to 8 months, and then you've got a bunch of cold months, and you can't really work in those months.
And the lack of transportation, too, is something that doesn't help. The MARC train only runs out of Frederick, 2 or 3 times in the morning and two or three times back in the afternoon. If we can get that MARC train moving more times into D.C., I think that would also help. But like Bob said, and I agree, all the money's going to where? Montgomery County, PG County. And no disrespect to them, we get it, but they do forget about us in Frederick County. And again, Bob's 100% right when he says those roads should have been built about 30 years ago.
Sure, yeah.
Well, we've been waiting on the Jetson cars to take over. So
yeah, I know, right? Or the double-decker highway.
Yes. An
express lane right to Frederick from Montgomery County.
Yeah, very much so.
Well, yeah, I think with us being, I think, the fastest growing county, I think right now we're outpacing everybody. Hopefully it does, shine some light. But I'd love to know, with doubling this Maryland registration, where's that money going? Or where's all the lottery money going? You know what I mean?
Or the bad taxes.
Yeah.
Education. That's what they've always said. Remember, gambling, the lottery was first brought into Maryland to pay for education.
Yeah.
Right? And soon as they started that, what did they do? They took all the money that they had in the education budget, took it out, and moved it somewhere else for pet projects or whatever. Yeah. And it's still never been able to catch up. It's always been about education, and they always find it, the next thing you know, it's a stadium fund.
Yeah. Exactly.
Don't get me started, Dani. Your fault.
All right. Well, let's move on.
We have 3 hours to talk about that in the morning, so we'll move on to something else.
Well, I'll come on your show and we'll talk about that.
Yes.
Hey, that'd be great.
Yep.
All right. I'm waiting for my invitation. I haven't gotten it.
You have it. It's not like you probably still don't have a key fob to the building.
All right, Chris, what do we got for news?
Just the only thing I ask Dani is just don't do too good of a job because they'll replace me, and I need this job.
That's really okay. I'm not getting up that early and coming in there, so you're all good. You're safe.
Well, great discussion as always, and pretty much your opinion is in line with most of our listeners, Dani. Getting into news here, this really upset us. We talked about this morning. The Frederick County Sheriff's Office is investigating a suspected arson fire set early Saturday morning at the Green Hill Park in Adamstown that damaged a public playground, and it really annoyed us. Kids, they just want to go have fun on the playground. They can't do that now. I saw a picture of the slide and stuff. It's terrible. It's completely melted.
I'm wondering. They said I saw that it was a local business. Somebody threw like a cigarette into the brush and it burnt like their sign and their patio furniture. Did you guys see that?
I did not see that.
Me neither.
I'll have to find out who that was.
Yeah, that's terrible. Watch your cigarettes. No, that's. I mean, when you throw out cigarettes, especially in summertime, watch it.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of fires out west get started too. Unfortunately, big fires is because of the cigarettes. Washington County Sheriff's Office is investigating an accident where a 72-year-old man died having a medical emergency, then causing that said accident. 2 suspects are in custody. Police are looking for a third person for a carjacking that happened in Montgomery County in June. So when you're out and about, folks, lock your door. You just never know nowadays. Keep your door locked. Be vigilant when you come to a traffic light. Always know your surroundings. I can't stress that enough. Yeah. And speaking of Montgomery County, the Montgomery County Police Department has a new chief. Assistant Chief Mark Yamato was confirmed Tuesday as the next chief of Montgomery County Police Department. Now, the cool thing is he's actually going to become the first Japanese American to lead the department beginning July 1st after current police chief Marcus Jones retires. Now, Yamato is a 35-year veteran of the department, and it's cool because he moved up from the ranks, worked hard, started off as a regular officer, and just moved on up. He grew up in Wheaton, where he attended the public schools before getting his bachelor's degree in business, marketing, management. He's from Frostburg State University. After a year of graduate, it made it pretty good, right? A year of graduate studies. He joined the police department where he's been ever since, again, moving up the ranks. Governor Wes Moore today announced the launch of the Maryland Sunbucks. It's a new program to help families buy groceries for eligible school-age children during the summer months, building on the state's existing summer supplemental nutrition assistance program called SNAP. Maryland Sunbucks will serve a record 543,000 children across the state. Yeah, across the state. More than $60 million in new funding from the federal government is going to help with that. And you know, I got to tell you, it's. I have a daughter both daughters who are in public schools, and to see how many children are starving and how many children want to go to school just to get the lunches, it's so heartbreaking. Children should never go hungry. Should never go hungry.
No, they should not.
Now let's get into weather. Today we're going to have a high of 89 with partly cloudy skies, down to a low of around 76. So like we talked about yesterday, have that AC going, have that fan going at tonight. Tomorrow, the 4th of July, as we celebrate America's independence. I hate to have some more bad news, but it looks like we're going to have some scattered afternoon thunderstorms, possibly also into the early evening. So make sure you bring that umbrella when you come hang out over at Baker. There's not two. I realize that. Baker. Thank you. Baker Park. I got to say, we always joke around about Joe Biden talking. I have no room to make fun of Joe Biden talking the way I talk, really. But make sure you come see us over at the 4th of July over at Baker Park. We'll have our tent set out there. And this year we're doing something special over at the WFRE, our sister station, 99.9 Free Country. In between band performances, we're going to talk live to some of our hometown heroes. Me and this guy, what's his name again? He does that morning show, Bob, on WFRE.
His name shall not be mentioned from my lips.
Man, Tom Whalen. Tom Whalen, that's his name. He'll be with me interviewing our local heroes.
And everybody says the same thing. That voice comes out of that guy?
Yeah, the inside joke is his voice should be in my body, right? which is the inside joke. But we're looking forward to it. And actually, I was talking with Bob today. We're talking on the show. Bob's been in radio, like he said, for about, 50, 60 years now. So he's done a lot of these 4th of Julys. He did some cool stuff on the 4th of July. One was a dunk tank. And real quickly, Bob, tell him about the egg story, which was mind-boggling to me.
We don't have time for that, Chris. I mean, she only has a 4-hour show, for goodness sake. She might have worked for WFMD at that time. I don't know. I did an egg drop toss 30 feet up in the air in a bucket truck. I'm afraid of heights. And all day long, they sent me up in this bucket truck with dozens and dozens and dozens of eggs. and I would drop them. And if you caught it without it breaking your hand, you would get a prize. I don't know what the prize was. Probably a koozie or something. Who knows?
Nothing like risking life and limb for the WFMD koozie.
Yeah, so just one of the fun things. And then I also broke my ankle right before 4th of July. And they're like, the company goes, well, you're still going to be there, aren't you? And I'm like, I just broke my ankle 2 days ago. Sure, I'll be there.
Just walk on your hands, Bob. That's all.
Right?
Just walk on your hands.
All hands on deck. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not missing that. Not missing that.
Well, if you didn't get a chance to see it last night because the Orioles were on the West Coast, they took on the Seattle Mariners, and Grayson Rodriguez allowed 2 hits over 6 in the 3rd innings. Anthony Santander drove in the go-ahead run in the 4th inning. It was an RBI single. The Orioles beat the Mariners late last night on the East Coast 2-0. Brandon Nimio had 2 RBIs for the Mets, who beat the Nationals 7-2 on Tuesday night. Kind of an interesting situation. Brandon Nimio apparently passed out and hit his head on a sink, which caused a contusion, but he still was able to make it to the game and help the Mets beat the Nationals by a score of 7-2. Frederick Keys are in the record books, baby. Oh, for the wrong reason.
Oh, okay.
They were the first team in the Major League draft to be no hit.
Oh, my Lord.
No hits. They were blanked by the Trenton Thunder. They still got a run, 7-1, a loss at Harry Grove Stadium, at Nimio Field at Harry Grove Stadium. The manager, Jock Jones, said, well, we just didn't have anything to show for our game. We hit a bunch of hard balls, just never got through. You never want to be that on the wrong side. Other sad news when it comes to the 4th of July, the Barbara Fritchie Classic, which was going to be in its 103rd year at the fairgrounds, is going to be canceled due to the fact that they have scheduling conflict with 2 other races. Longtime race director Richard Riley said in March that he was shooting for the Barbara Fritchie Classic to return in 2025. And finally, it would be interesting to see these 2, I don't know, bury the hatchet to become team members for the WNBA All-Star team to play against the U.S. Olympic team. That's Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. They are going to be playing together. They were both selected Tuesday by a combination of votes and by fans, players, and the coaches. So we'll have to wait and see if they can get along.
That'll be interesting.
Yes, it would.
And just an FYI, Brandon Nimmo, as far as the Mets go, probably has the nicest smile in all of Major League Baseball. I'm just throwing that in there. It's a beautiful smile. I'm just throwing that in there. It lights up a whole stadium.
Yeah, we'll have to get some dental place to sponsor him for that.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Well, you have an awesome 4th of July Independence Day. I might see you tomorrow. Chris might stop by and see some of those hometown heroes. And I will be back here Friday. Are you guys working Friday?
We are.
Yes.
Yep, we'll be here. So we'll be here. And again, thanks, Dani, for everything. We love being on here with you.
Yeah.
Keep rocking it. You're doing an amazing job.
Thank you so much.
Doesn't Chris look like Uncle Si from Duck Dynasty now?
He does, actually. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with those little stripes coming down his beard, but
that's called knowledge. That's called knowledge. That's what that is.
This is called super knowledge.
And this right here is called wife and kids.
There you go. There you go. All right, you guys have a great day. Enjoy tomorrow, and I'll see you on Friday.
Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, America. All right. Want to thank those 2. Goodness. All right. We got some giveaways for you. We have the Fast Smash Passes from Crash and Catharsis Rage Factory. 5 winners will be selected next Friday. Maryland Lottery Scratch-Offs, giving them away each week. Text MDL. Tree Trekkers, a 3-hour adventure ticket. You can text TREE and 4 tickets to any regular season game of the Frederick Keys, though they're not playing great, but maybe the opponent. It's really just fun to go to the games. I don't ever even watch it or knows who wins at the end, but you can enter 24 hours a day. I select the winners usually on Friday nights, maybe over the weekend, depending on how things go. So go ahead, text 888-465-2944. That's 888-465-2944. I'm putting it up at the bottom of the screen there for you as a reminder, but you can text anytime. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then I'm going to show you the newest Habitat for Humanity project. And Robin talks about how Hidden Hills was established and a new product they've released. And I'll have all your events for Independence Day and the weekend. And that's all coming up just after this. And of course, I just put the banner up. I'm going to have to take it down so our lovely sponsors are not hidden. All right, here we go.
All-in-One Events is Frederick's #1 source for event rentals and entertainment. Please visit us on the web at www.aioeventgroup.com or call 1-888-727-8902 for more information.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining salary beyond compare.
The Crab Shop is open. Join Habitat for Humanity of Frederick County, Maryland for the 9th annual Blue Crabs and Blueprints celebration on Saturday, August 24th at the Walkersville Carnival Grounds. This family-friendly day includes crabs from JB Seafood, food trucks, live music, and yard games. This fun-filled day supports Habitat's home repair and home build programs, making a difference year-round right here in Frederick County. Crabs must be pre-ordered by August 19th, so don't delay. Get your crabs now for this Maryland-style crab feed.
Here we go. Good Lord. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. All right. Now I got a new ad and we got to just get things going. We'll get into the habit with Habitat and we want to thank them for that. A&S Construction, a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business located right here in Frederick. A&S Construction specialize in roofing, siding, windows. They also will take care of any gutter issues you have, or even build a new patio and deck, or perhaps maybe you need yours repaired. If you're not sure, give Sandra a call, 301-703-2157, or email info@ansconstruction.net. That's info@ansconstruction.net. And don't forget about those discounts. We like saving you a few dollars if we can. But $750 off is pretty good. Any roof or siding replacement, or $50 off any roof repairs. Give Sandra a call and let her know you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. All right, let's talk about what's happening in Frederick. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Intense Barbecue, family-owned barbecue, food truck, and catering company. They cook in small batches to make sure that the food is the freshest it can be. You can find them at intensebarbecue.com. That's IN10SEBBQ.com. And you can satisfy your meat tooth. You got to check them out. If you haven't been to the Intense Barbecue food truck yet, you're missing out. All right, if you want to know what's happening in Frederick, you got to go to the Everything Frederick calendar. You can go to promocircus.com and then click on events. Let me pull it up here for you, and we're going to quickly go through because really, I'm not even sure if you have plans for tomorrow or not. Obviously, the one thing happening tomorrow is you can head to Baker Park. Oh, let me go to the agenda view here. All right, so tomorrow, this is today. All right, today there are several events happening at your local libraries, and you can check them out there. Regal's Summer Movie Express is also happening at 11 a.m. today. Dollar movies. Can't beat that for sure. Food Truck Wednesdays at Walkersville Community Church tonight from 5 to 7:30. You can check out their Facebook event to find out who is going to be there, but you can visit a local food truck there. And this evening, we would love to see you 5 to 7 at 401 North Market Street. For cocktails and conversations, we have live music, free Cugino Forno pizza thanks to Pat Gio and Shannon Flannery, of course. We have some beverages for you, too. And look, we met so many great people last month. It was chill, it was relaxed, and it was a lot of fun. And if you come this evening and you purchase any Good Morning Frederick merch, including maybe a new mug, I'll give you 20% off of your purchase. And bring some shoes. I'll give you a free magnet or sticker or whatever you want. If you bring new shoes for my Souls of Love count, I would be grateful. That's tonight, 5 to 7. All right. Tomorrow, obviously, 4th of July in Baker Park goes on all day, starting at around 11 o'clock. They have a kids area down near the bell tower. They've got the band shell with live music throughout the day. They've got WFRE's got its stage going, and I believe that starts at 2 o'clock. And then, of course, the fireworks will happen around 9 to 9:15. Let me see what else they've got going on. I mean, there's tons of great stuff. Now, they shoot the fireworks from Parkway Elementary School. So if you just want to see them, my suggestion is stay on the outskirts of downtown. If you want to head to the park and put a picnic down and enjoy, you're going to want to get there early to get your space and enjoy that. All right. The rest of the weekend, Friday, kids and families, Maryland double deckers. I talked to the Chippy, who is the person who doesn't drive the bus, but actually is on the bus, your tour guide. I was speaking with a Chippy the other day who said the first one was phenomenal. They had a great time. And I love the fact that families are able to ride this vintage double-decker bus. So much fun. And you get a tour through downtown Frederick, and you stop at Baker Park at the end for a picnic, which you bring, the food you bring. But you can check out MarylandDoubleDeckers.com for that. It is so fun. The kids are going to have a great time. I love that thing. I'd ride it every day. Movie night, a local filmmaker screening is Friday, July 5th. And that is is the first Friday of every month, which is kind of cool, from 7 to 10 p.m. Frederick Arts Council. That would be fun if you have a local filmmaker or if you like local movies to support that. Let's see what else. Coming up on Saturday. How about some yoga with Yoga More at the Sky Stage? That would be fun. I think Saturday morning is supposed to be a lovely day. Also, South Mountain Heritage Society Museum Days happening in Burkittsville on Saturday from 10 to 3. A lot of celebrations happening in Burkittsville. I did see they're celebrating the, what was the movie? You guys know. Anyway, I just saw a celebration of that movie, Blair Witch Project. I think, did it really say like 30 years? 25 years maybe? Who knows? All right. WFRE is also at South Mountain Creamery on Citizens Way on Saturday. I tell you, their boozy shakes are to die for. Their ice cream is phenomenal anyway, but, when you jack it up a little bit, and it's the weekend, you're allowed. There is also an arts and architecture walking tour off Church Street on Saturday, July 6th as well. Saturday is also First Saturday in Frederick, and we've got a great thing planned at the Home of Everything Frederick. Shannon is ordering some amazing crystal kits where you can grow your own crystals and build your own solar robot. That's awesome. Now, there is a $10 fee, and if you could sign up so we know how many people to expect and how many kids to get, we don't want anybody shedding any tears. And Mama Cone and I will be at the Home of Everything Frederick. Again, 401 North Market Street. We'll be there from 11 to 2. So we'd love to see you at First Saturday in downtown Frederick. And then on Sunday, again, you can pick up that Maryland Double Deckers Kids and Families Tour. So much fun. So if you can't go Saturday, you can go on Sunday. The Foreigner is playing at New Spire Arts Stages, and it looks like a really funny show. So if you want to go see that, that's a 2 o'clock show on Sunday. And then, of course, the summer concert series presented by Ryan Holmes, part of Celebrate Frederick, is happening at the Baker Park Bandshell. And that will get you through your weekend. We want you to enjoy that. Now, I've been talking about the Flying Cows summer camp, and I want to show a video that was produced by, oh, did I not pull it up? Hang on a second. Lord have mercy. Okay, I might not have pulled it up yet. I'm gonna go to our next segment, and then I'll come back with the Flying Cows a little video that was done by a local dad and his son, plus a good friend of mine. James Wojan is starring in it as well with Bilal Richardson and Milkshake from the Cows. So I'm going to show it right after this segment of doing good in the neighborhood. And let's see. We're going to get that started. Doing Good in the Neighborhood is sponsored by the Healing Storm. Shannon and her team strive to create an environment where you're seen, heard, and valued. The Healing Storm focuses on alternative, holistic healing methods. They can relieve your stress and pain. How great is that? Massage therapy, Reiki, lymphatic massage, and a healing journey program are all on offer from the Healing Storm. Go to thehealingstorm.com for the details, and you can schedule an appointment right online. The Healing Storm, a place to unwind and recharge through alternative healing. Nicole Rolls is the Director of Marketing and Development for Habitat of Humanity, Frederick County, and she shows me the latest project happening right now on Saint Street. Oh my gosh, this is going to be fabulous, and I had to show it to you. Here's Nicole. We are at the Habitat build off of All Saint Street and Ice Street,
Yes.
which I just learned. I've grown up here, driven down this road a bazillion times, had no idea. I'm with Nicole Rolls. You're the Development Director for Habitat. What's your
Yes,
title?
I'm Development and Marketing Director.
Okay, awesome.
Of the local, we're the local Habitat affiliate. We work only in Frederick County, Maryland. We're an affiliate of the large international organization.
Right, exactly. Now, this is quite the undertaking. So, typically with Habitat, how does it work? When you get a property, where do you get them from?
So we receive properties in a lot of different ways. Some of them will be bequests from estates. They will want to donate land, or some of them have homes that they want to live on and become something else.
Yeah.
That's how they build a legacy. Sometimes we purchase properties.
Okay.
This particular property, the 3 properties behind us, we did purchase from Asbury United Methodist.
Gotcha.
And Asbury approached us and said, we really want to keep this affordable. We want to keep it in the community. We want to honor the history here.
Yeah.
So they sold it to us at a reduced rate, which was amazing.
Yeah.
And it really helped us to be able to do a lot more with the build.
Yeah. There are 3 structures that existed here, and then there's one that's brand new that you guys put on an empty lot.
Yes.
And then you were telling me this isn't it. They're going to be townhomes here as well.
Yes. So this is phase 1. Phase 1 will be 6 condominiums.
Okay.
And then phase 2 will be additional buildings, and that will be 6 additional units.
Holy cow.
Yeah. And the neat thing, these will all be owned by the residents.
Right.
This is home ownership.
Right. And so I've talked to a lot of people since launching this show about affordable housing, between even FCAR and Beyond Shelter. Frederick is experiencing an explosion in growth, which unfortunately is pricing people who maybe grew up here or who are from here out of the market.
Yeah.
And this Habitat for Humanity is one way to kind of circumvent that. Now, how do you get the people who are going to live here?
Sure. So when this project began, we sent out and did a call for interest, sent out interest forms. Our homeowners have to be financially fit. Some of them are still working through fixing some financial issues, but they must be able to obtain a mortgage. So they've got to financially be able to buy a home.
Gotcha.
We work with folks who are making 80% or less of the area median income. So that is a family of 4 can make up to $96,000 and change each year and qualify for one of our homes.
Right.
But if you've looked at property in
Yeah,
Frederick County lately, that's not going to buy you a whole lot of a home.
No, it will not.
So we started with this project. There were 285 interest forms for 12 units.
I don't doubt it at all.
Yeah. So
and
the need
it's a
is
sad state of affairs, number one. But 2, it's nice, that you guys are able to kind of understand this. Now, do you work with other organizations with that number of people, the applicants, to maybe try to find them something else, or what happens?
So we have builds ongoing. So this is a 12 units. As soon as this is done, we have other builds that will be out in county.
Yeah.
We are not at that point in partnering with other agencies on home ownership. We do partner with other agencies on our home repairs and other programs.
Yeah.
It would be great to be able to get to that point where I don't know of any other agencies in Frederick County that are doing home ownership.
Yeah.
We have a lot of folks who are doing affordable rentals, and that's great.
Yeah. And I think United Way has a pathway to ownership, but it's different.
And we work
it's a little bit,
we work with them. So a lot of our homeowners will go through their financial awareness classes, and they have those prosperity accounts to help with down payments.
Yeah, that's great. I always understood Habitat for Humanity is volunteers building the houses. Is that still the case?
We have a lot of volunteers. We actually have 6 crews of volunteers who work with us on a weekly basis.
Okay.
They do all of our home repairs, and they do a majority of our home builds. This project had some very unique issues.
Yeah.
It's a historic site, so we really had to do a lot of things. Brick being repointed, structure. This building behind me here had an internal support structure that had to be built just to stabilize the building so we could go in and actually build it.
And not that there's anything wrong with volunteers, but you'd like to know that the pros came in.
Right. So there were certain aspects of this we had to use hired contractors. That's increased the price of construction. The other thing that happens with the home builds is the prospective homeowners put in at least 300 hours of sweat equity. So they're partnering with us and working with us on their home, which is so neat.
It is neat because, I remember when our home was being built and we were there all the time and you understand everything. It is yours. It's really, that's awesome. So there are already people designated for these 6 units.
For these 6, and then the second 6, we will have additional folks who will be looking at for that.
How can Frederick help you?
Oh, Frederick can help in a lot of ways. We love volunteers. We always need people who can come and pick up a hammer. We need people who can show up at our public events and work our tables and be able to tell people about the work that we do.
Yep.
I had to chuckle. So we have our big Blue Crabs event coming up, and we just decorated the window down at ACMB Bank down on the corner downtown. And we had a volunteer who came in. She was really good at origami. She made us hundreds of origami crabs.
No way. I'm going to have to go down there and check it out.
So
as the official MC for that event.
That's right. So I always tell people, if you want to volunteer, we will use your talents.
Yeah, we'll find a way.
You don't have to swing a hammer.
Yes, I love it.
And the other pieces that, I always tell folks that they're like, oh, fundraising must be hard. I said, nope. I take people who want to make a difference in the world and I partner them with organizations doing that work.
Right.
And I really believe that Habitat is doing good work, and we have so many people in this county who are able to, send a gift.
Yeah.
I always tell folks, every gift is a big gift to us.
Every gift. That's right. And we talk about that a lot. One of the key things about me starting this was raising awareness about nonprofits and giving the average person an opportunity to participate with $10, $20, $30, whatever they have, we'll put to use. And also buying tickets to an event like
Blue Crabs and Blueprints.
Right, because that fundraiser helps to fuel things like this, and you get something back for it. You get a great event. So
we'll have crab that day. There'll be a beer tent. We'll have dunk tanks, misting tent. We have Payload is an amazing rock band out of Gettysburg. This is the 3rd year we've had them. They donate their services to us every year and come down and just do an incredible show.
Yeah.
It's a ton of fun. It's August 24th. At the Walkersville Carnival Grounds, and but you have to pre-order your crab.
Yes.
We'll have food trucks on site for our non-crab eaters. But you have to pre-order
your
your
crabs. You got to pre-order. Otherwise, you can come and have a good time, eat off the food trucks, drink some beer, and tickets are available for that as well. Where can people go to get more information about Habitat for Humanity and the Blueprint Blue Crab?
FrederickHabitat.org. That will have information about all of our programs, about our Restore. We didn't even get to talk about that. Great place to shop, great place to donate.
Yes. So Restore, how much of your revenue stream is generated from Restore?
So we only have 5 employees at the Restore, between full-time and part-time employees. Everyone else that works there is a volunteer. So another great way to give back to the community. And all of the profits go back into our programs.
Yes.
So whether you come in and buy a $50 chair or a $500 chair, we try to keep it fair, we try to keep it affordable. We have everything from run-of-the-mill furniture and household items and construction items to collectors and designer furniture. So you can come, we'll give you a receipt for your donation, but then go shop. FrederickHabitat.org, all of our build program, our home repair program. If you own a home in Frederick County and you're earning under that 80% AMI, which is those numbers are listed on our webpage, you can reach out to us. We'll come out and help you with safety repairs. We're coming out and putting in stair lifts and walk-in showers and allowing people to age in place or veterans or disabled folks to be able to access their
fixing
homes.
things that are really impacting the quality of life in the home. So making sure that people have a nice place that's secure and safe for them to live.
And at FrederickHabitat.org, at the very top of the page is a green button that says Blue Crabs. Just click there and that'll take you to sponsorships and to ticket sales.
Yes. Well, join us. I'm going to have a great time. It's going to be my first year there. We're going to have a good time together, raising some great money for Habitat. We're going to check out these units right now, and but I want to thank you. And look, I think that this is going to be an amazing project, and I can't wait till the move-in dates. We'd like to come back for that. I think that would be great. And showcase the people who worked very hard to make sure this happens.
Wonderful.
Awesome. Thanks to Nicole Rolls.
This is the 3-bedroom unit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So this is the upstairs where the bedrooms will be.
So it's multi-level.
Yeah.
Condo. Wow.
And they actually had to raise this roof.
I bet.
The original roof was only as tall as that beam.
The brick,
but in order to meet new
updated standards,
building standards, and codes, we raised the roof.
Okay.
And then I love this room, and I have to. I always brag about this.
Oh,
I had a group from Hood College. This will be someone's bedroom. But if you stand here and look out the window, that penthouse suite just sold for more than $1 million.
Yeah.
This unit will sell for $150,000.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
So
what a location.
Yeah. It
right
really
across
brings,
from Asbury, which is a great local church.
But I think it brings into perspective the need.
Yes.
And, you know, these folks would not be able to qualify for a mortgage in this neighborhood. You know,
now, are all of the people who were accepted for these 6 units, they're all from Frederick, right?
You have to live in Frederick, and you have to be in a home that is undersized, unsafe, or inadequate.
Gotcha.
So live and work here in the Frederick area. And we have folks, you know, some of these, I had somebody approach me, they said, oh, you only work with first-time homeowners. And that's not true. Because, you know, sometimes you hit bumps in life.
Yeah.
So we work with folks who meet our income qualifications, are financially fit, and are from the area.
Yeah.
This will be the kitchen, a den or another bedroom, and living room for the 3-bedroom unit. I love doing tours because I always sit right here
Yeah.
and I imagine the Christmas tree in that
Yeah.
corner, and I see kiddos coming down the
So
steps.
their front door will be here?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. This will be their front door.
And so they have 2 points of access from the back and the front. That's really nice.
Yeah.
These are nice ceiling.
Yeah.
These are going to be great.
So this will be a really great unit. As I said, this is the 3-bedroom unit. We have a 1-bedroom unit that is immediately ADA compliant. It's being built that way. And then we have additional 1 and 2 bedroom. This is actually the wall that will separate phase 1 and phase 2.
Okay.
So on the other side will be another 1-bedroom unit.
Okay.
And then on the other side of the back wall is where they'll build the townhouses.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry. Want to thank Nicole for that tour. Fantastic. And I know we're running a little long today, but it's okay. It's my show. We can do that. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with Robin from Hidden Hills, and we'll play that Flying Cows video, which is very cute. And all of that is coming up right after this.
Elevate your next party with Dreamscape Slumber Events. Over 12 themes and customization available for kids, teens, and adults to enjoy. Don't have the space? We have solutions for that too. Search Dreamscape Slumber Events on Facebook.
The Crab Shop is open. Join Habitat for Humanity of Frederick County, Maryland for the 9th annual Blue Crabs and Blueprints celebration on Saturday, August 24th at the Walkersville Carnival Grounds. This family-friendly day includes crabs from JB Seafood, food trucks, live music, and yard games. This fun-filled day supports Habitat's home repair and home build programs, making a difference year-round right here in Frederick County. Crabs must be pre-ordered by August 19th, so don't delay. Get your crabs now for this Maryland-style crab feed.
What's up, fellas? Can I play? What you mean I can't play? All right, how about this? You guys play a game of cow, and the winner gets to come to the camp.
All right, bet. Start with something light. Backwards toss, off the side of the backboard, off Milkshake's muscle, nothing but net. Okay, my turn. Behind the back, between Milkshake's legs, one high bounce, nothing but net. Watch this. Over the creek, through a Carroll Creek covered bridge, off Milkshake's head, nothing but net. How about this? Over the Baker Park bell tower, over Milkshake working out, through the new Station 3 fire truck, nothing but net. Alright, final shot. Are you ready for this? Off the...
Hold on. How about both of you guys get to come to the Flying Cows camp? What you think about that, Milkshake? Hi, my name is Bilal Richardson from the Frederick Flying Cows, and this is my buddy Milkshake. And we would appreciate if you guys joined us at camp this summer. Go Flying Cows.
Ah, yes. Summer camp with the Flying Cows is on July 15th and July 22nd, the weeks of at Monocacy Middle School. We want to thank Sam Nunez for putting this together, Bilal Richardson, Milkshake, James Wojan, and Isaac Nunez for the great acting skills. We love that so much. All right, let's go to Market Makers. Robin's husband purchased over 100 acres, and along with a horse farm, he and Robin researched, found out Frederick has the perfect soil for grapes. And she tells me all about Hidden Hills, plus the new project they have, or the new product they're releasing. One thing Frederick County is prized with are a few wineries, and it's amazing to think about Frederick as wine country, but Robbins has created not only an amazing winery, but you also have a beautiful property. And were horses your first love, or was it the wine?
Horses. Hopefully I wasn't drinking when I was a kid and riding horses.
Yeah, exactly. So you have an amazing property. Was the property for the horses first, and then you thought, hey, we can do this winery, or how did that come about?
Well, my husband had started the horse farm, and I came to Frederick. I married my husband 13 years ago, and I came, and he had the horse farm, but there was a lot of other land where you have 103 beautiful acres in Frederick County, and we were looking at other ways of being able to preserve the property. And horses didn't seem to be it. That's a business you do out of love for animals. So I started researching the rest of the county and what it looked like, and I was very surprised to learn that at the time, Frederick County was growing about 80% of the grapes in the state of Maryland, and that we were actually a Bordeaux-style region. And actually, one of the reasons we're a prime growing area of Maryland, there are others, but specifically for Frederick County and into parts of Carroll County are the rolling hills over the Monocacy schist. So how we differ from, say, California is in California, in California, they have to irrigate, which we don't have to irrigate at all. We have plenty of rain. And the problem is drainage. And so being on the schist is just the perfect drainage spot.
Yeah.
So, and everything was just beautiful. The hills and said, let's do it. So,
yeah, I love it. I love taking that on. So the winery, well, it's Hidden Hills Farm and Vineyard. You guys opened, is it more than 10 years ago? When was it?
Well, we started in 2014. We started with 4 acres of grapes. We're now up to 17 and a half acres of grapes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's when we started. And we started making wine, and we were making it out of the basement. And we were at that point buying other people's grapes as well to supplement. But now we're pretty much self-sufficient.
That's unreal. That is really, really exciting.
Yeah.
So do you guys specialize in certain wines?
I guess it's based on pretty much my sensibility and my palate, which is years of traveling and becoming familiar with European grapes, but especially the Bordeaux region, which is the grapes that we produce. And one thing that grows really well in Frederick County is Cabernet Franc. And that's actually the most expensive grape in the world. It's used for finishes on wine. Like, you can't have a good Bordeaux blend without Cab Franc for your finish. And here we just grow a beautiful Cab Franc that's got kind of a beautiful white pepper finish. So we do Bordeaux style wines. We do a lot of rosés. We're pretty much known for our rosés here. It's like one of our strengths. And we make all kinds of other white wines. One sweet wine. And the most exciting development is that I formed a partnership with Braden Bumpers at McClintock, and I have my distilling license now. But I'm
great.
Just making my spirits from my wine. So one distinctive product that we are making together is grape vodka. And those of you who know French vodka, they're all made from grapes, not potatoes and not grains. So it's a very smooth finish. It's made with wine, and he's distilled it. And it's the first one in Maryland. And we're also producing port, brandy. I've got some bourbon and barrel as well.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
bourbon and barrels.
exciting. I
Yeah.
never knew French vodka was made from grapes.
Of course, it's France.
Of course it would be. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense for sure. And
Yeah.
I can't. So when will this be available?
It's available now.
It is.
Yeah. We
I'm
just
gonna have to
our
head
club
over
proposals. Yeah,
and
please
sample.
go ahead. Yeah, it's so smooth and it's so elegant, as compared to a potato or grain vodka.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's awesome. Now, I think when we chatted probably about 7 years ago, you guys had expanded more of a space to have events, and I think it was, did you expand your tasting room or something at that time?
Well, what we did in the beginning, just to judge feasibility, we were tasting out of our cellar at our house and trying to see what people were interested in, how they were reacting to what we were making. And eventually we we had 14 stalls, 14 horse stalls, and we took 7 of those stalls and converted them into the beautiful tasting room that we have today. And the person who originally built the barn for my husband, who now is, we couldn't even afford to use him now. He's like very famous in Wellington, Florida for building beautiful horse barns. But he agreed to come back and do the tasting room for us. So it's all done by the same craftsman who built the barn, and it's all wood and no nails, no pegs. So
Holy cow.
yeah.
So are you guys available for private events and things like that too?
Yes,
Are you
absolutely.
okay?
Yes,
Nice.
yes. We
Have you
a-
hosted many?
Yes, and we have a beautiful pavilion. I'd like to give a shout out to a friend I met through the Chamber of Commerce, Sandra Hoffmeister, and she built a beautiful pavilion for us on the property.
Ah,
And
yes.
and I'm really excited because we've been hosting things. I mean, we have live music every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday when we're open, and that's mostly singer-songwriter. But I've had the opera cart from the Washington National Opera. They've come out, and we have Shakespeare in the Park, and I'm really happy. I'm going to try to have them use the pavilion as a stage this year. So they have some lighting so they can go later into the night. All kinds of music here, jazz concerts, you name it. So
Yeah.
we have, horse rescue. We're involved with a horse rescue. That's on our website that you can look at, Teffer, Days Farm, horse rescue. We also have canines in the vines.
Oh, yes.
Here, which was it's just mobbed. Like we have to open up it's a very popular event. We have to open up a couple of the fields for parking. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
What has been the biggest challenge in the last 10 years?
Well, first of all, I want to send this back to you because you put into words. It was very inspiring to me. It doesn't have to be perfect to get started. You just have to go.
Right.
So there of course have been a lot of challenges that any business would have had. And in fact, our tasting room, we had a grand opening scheduled for March 21st of 2020.
Oh, yeah.
You all know what happened.
Yes. I think
Thanks,
I had
Gail.
I just moved and my open house was that weekend too. So
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah.
We're great, impeccable timing.
Right. So, and any advice I would give to anybody opening a new business, especially myself, I am a senior citizen. I'm beyond a senior citizen.
Oh, you don't look it, Robin.
Thank you. But, just go for it. It's not going to be perfect. You're not going to know everything.
Right.
You're going to make mistakes.
And it's okay, right? Everything,
It's
even
okay.
if you do make mistakes, it's like no one dies, right? It's not like you're a doctor and so when you make a mistake, it's deadly. It's,
Right.
you live and learn. So that's awesome. And that's so true. Like, if you wait until you think it'll be perfect, it still won't be. And then you will have wasted all that time. So it was really good that you guys were able to figure that out. And really, even with the pandemic, it gave you guys time to kind of, relish in what you were creating and, get that going on that side of things. So,
Right.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Now, do you still ride?
Yes, yes, but I had to downsize to a pony. I had
Oh.
to retire Enchantress, my beautiful gray mare, who literally loved me but tried to kill me too. So
Yeah.
my husband-
You don't need any
Yeah.
deadly incidences. That's for sure.
Yeah, so my husband, so I have a little mini gray mare.
I love it.
Yeah, who's a pony. So if I fall, I don't fall that far.
Yeah. But plus ponies can be not so small too. So it's not like
Yeah,
you're on a
it's a
little
big
Shetland
pony.
or anything. So
Right, it's a big pony.
just not a 17 hand, big.
Which my other one was 17.
Yes,
and
right.
Who,
Exactly. That's awesome.
Yeah.
If there was one thing that you'd want people of Frederick to know about Hidden Hills, what would that be?
I think. Thank you for that question. That's really a great question. And what I've tried to make our vineyard into is a really beautiful place to refresh oneself, relax, enjoy life, savor things in life like fine wine and beautiful atmosphere. And that's the way we plan to keep it. And it's nice that the property is large enough that everybody can have their own quiet space. And we're open again every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with live music. For the most part, it's singer-songwriter music. So
Yeah. Well, I can tell you the last time that I was there visiting, which wasn't that long ago, I think it might have been a year ago. I think there was an event I was attending, and the vibe is very chill in the best way, right? So it is a place, and you are kind of, far enough outside of the city to just look around and think, holy cow, where am I? But you're not so far that it's difficult to get to. So I think that is a plus on both sides.
Oh, that's right. And as busy as the city gets, this will always be a refuge for everyone in Frederick County and beyond.
Yes,
So
awesome.
you can come and enjoy.
Yes. Well, I can't wait to try the vodka and invite everybody out to try Hidden Hills. Again, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, go for the live music and to come out and try your wonderful wine.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Robin. All right. Want to thank Robin at Hidden Hills. It is a beautiful place. If you're looking for a place just to relax, enjoy some great wine, some live music, check it out this weekend. All right. We're off tomorrow. Hope you have a great Independence Day. I'll be back on Friday with Gail from Maryland Lottery, and I check out Penelope's Pitch Shop at the Frederick Farmers Market, and we're going to show you some of the gorgeous arrangements you can make each month at the Home of Everything Frederick with Ori Custom Florals. Oh my gosh, that was so fun. We're on all the socials, so when you have a minute, please search, follow, subscribe. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Have an awesome couple of days. Get out there and be great, Frederick.
From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your whole